Hi, my name is Ramazani. I just want to give a testimony of my salvation. I'm a Muslim. I was a Muslim. That's what I mean. Uh, and then God gave me God gave me His grace and mercy, and I became saved. Um, as the Bible says in Ephesians, I think it's 2:8. By grace through faith you are saved, and that is not of yourself, but it's grace and mercy of God. So from Islam, um, that's how it came to be. I think my first experience of salvation, it happened twice. The second time was more effective. The first time it was in my 14 years old. It was a teen uh, pregnancy, and um, my girlfriend had to go through abortion as advised by her mother because she was young. I think I was 16 and she was 14, and so I felt a lot of guilt of the abortion process and the abortion itself. And I was a Muslim, so I started to look for forgiveness, how to remove that guilt from me, and I didn't know how to go about it. In Islam, it was difficult. I remember having shared with my dad, my father at that time, my dad, and he said, "How do you explain these and so on?" I told him I really want to go and see if Jesus Christ. I was a Muslim, to see if Jesus Christ, because my elder sister, who's late now, at that time was becoming Christian through an influence of a missionary from the U.S. We were in the Congo at that time, in a town called Goma. It's a volcanic town and touristic, and with a national park, natural reserve, and national park, and it was a time of refugee influx in the DR Congo from Rwanda with the Rwanda genocide. So there was both a lot of influx of refugees and insecurity from Rwanda to the DR Congo. So it was very intense, and the American missionary was working for a German NGO helping blind people. It was a Christian NGO from Germany helping blind people of refugee coming into the Congo, and um, so they happened to know each other with my elder sister, who's late now. And when I experienced that teen pregnancy at the age of 16, I don't think it's 14, I think it's 16, and then um, I looked for Jesus for forgiveness. So, and the removal of guilt, because there was an abortion that has to happen. Now on God TV, there is a program called Life Matters. I feel concerned because that program will target a university student to uh, to challenge them to look at the better picture and the right direction of saving lives. But I was a Muslim, and a teen pregnancy and its abortion brought me to Jesus because of the consequences and the pain that goes with it, somehow, if I can put it that way. So that's how I came to know Jesus Christ, because I went to a revival program at the church that was starting. Um, uh, um, and I came to know Jesus. I was decided to be forgiven by God, and Jesus Christ was the only way to God for me in that experience, and I became born again. But it was not effective because my family was dominantly Muslim, so I didn't know how to live my Christian life. It was only after few years after that, in 2000, all our family was still Muslim, I would say, even though I was born again at that experience, but I came uh, to know the Lord Jesus Christ more personally and with an effective salvation a salvation that came now to lead me to a full Christian life and Christian living. When my mother passed away now, and she was the strong pillar in Islam, and uh, she she passed away, and my dad said for protection, because she had jinn spirit um, that are very much into Islam, and she was practicing that for a long time, for some time. And my dad said, because she passed away and she had those spirits in Islam, we need to go to a Christian church so we can find protection. And that's how all our family came to be born again all together now in 2000. And I was part of the family, part of them. So we were born again, all of us at the same time in 2000. It was around August. My mom passed away in August 2000, and 14 August 2000, and just few weeks, I think, after burial, the funeral and burial, 2 weeks or a week, we went to church, and we have never left the church. And that's my experience of salvation. Um, uh, I came uh, to experience the victory of Jesus Christ just at university, when I joined the university biblical group, and I was learning more about the Bible. I came to meet now a missionary from Southern Baptist Convention that was coming to revive the Southern um, Baptist Convention mission in the DR Congo. And I was then in the town, in the city, in the capital city, Kinshasa, and they helped me to understand what Christianity was all about. And I joined a local church, a local Congolese church, and I was growing like that. But this is, in few words, how I got my salvation, and then from there, it's a story of my Christian faith. I think it should be a matter of a different testimony and subject and assignment or subject to our program. Okay, thanks so much. That's all. That's all for me. Bye bye.